Hello everyone, this is Judith with the Twin Flame weekend reading. And yeah, happy new year if you haven't watched yet in the new year. Um, we have our baby dragons with us today. I love the dragon energy, as you might know, is powerfully coming in right now during this time of the year to flush out all the toxins, all the things that are not serving us. Yeah, and we want to look into divine feminine and divine masculine energies, right? I've pulled the cards. I've also pulled clarifiers. And yeah, let's see what the energies are saying for this weekend. And we have a beautiful card here for the divine feminine. I show you. She's like a bride, right? And it says, my thoughts are like powerful magnets, right? I'm going to read the backside to you. Your thoughts are powerful, attractive magnets, attracting one to another. Thoughts attract to themselves, and you attract thoughts to you by giving your attention to them. Those who speak most of prosperity have it, and those who speak most of sickness or poverty have it. It is law. It can be no other way. Yeah, so as always, it is about the law of attraction. And the divine feminine is holding like a torch. Let's have a closer look at that card for a moment. So yeah, she is holding kind of a torch with this flower that's emanating light, showing her the way, right? And she has a bunch of flowers that she's attracting to her by focusing on that flower. What could that flower be for you? Well, for sure, your divine union, right? So your divine union, and what is your divine union as it is also white? Well, it's just a reflection of yourself. You are this flower, right? And you're like attracting all things that resonate with this flower. So you're attracting the help along the way. That's what you do by focusing on what you want. And what is the thing that you focus on? What is a flower? Well, a flower to me is a feeling, right? We give flowers to other people when we want to express feelings, things that are not tangible. For example, when someone is ill, we want to give him or her flowers so that this person knows that we feel deeply for them, that we have compassion, right? Or we want to give someone joy, we want to give someone love, show our love, right? There are different flowers for different occasions. There are even people who are into colors, what the meaning of the colors, I don't know that, apart from that red is love, but I don't know anything about the other colors. For sure, white is purity. That's clear that the divine feminine here is very pure, and this to me is the fresh start, right, for the new year. Fresh start, clean sheet. You've released and let go of many things. And yeah, and here you have your beautiful New Year resolutions, right? What you want to attract into your life, what you want to experience, how you want to feel. And for sure, your divine masculine, your divine counterpart, is part of this beautiful experience in the new year. Because you have to keep in mind that you and your divine counterpart are a four-legged creature. So everything that I say for the divine feminine energy might also apply for the divine counterpart. It's not so separate, right? So the energies might like flow into one another, or it might be true for both, but to a different degree, right? So this just so that you know, it's a concept to split it in two. Yeah, so and this picture of a bride also tells me that you have achieved or are close to achieving or will achieve this in the next within the next year, uh, the the divine marriage within yourself, that you have like balanced divine feminine and divine masculine energies within yourself. And this is, yeah, the divine marriage. And this is kind of a step that needs to be taken before we can be in union, right? Because the energies have to be balanced, otherwise it's like magnets. Like this card is talking about magnets, and if energies are not balanced, then they are repelling the magnets, right? If this is like minus and minus together, then they are repelling each other. You have to find the right side, the right pole, and then the attraction is working. And that's just how it works with energy as well. So it's not only about thoughts, right? It's about balance of give and take, balance of receiving, acting in the world, and receiving what the world has to give to you on all levels, right? Not only in the 3D, but also what everything you receive from the divine, right? And of course, by setting your intentions and by with this pure white dress, you're just signaling, it's a signal to the universe, I am open, I'm ready to receive my truth, what you have to show me, right? My truth, this doesn't necessarily have to be something good. My truth can also be something, a shadow that is still within me, right? So, but this tells me that you are totally ready to shine the light on those shadows, and then to let go of all those things and transform them. That's how it works, right? And then we feel better and better, because that's how we know where we are. Well, let's have a look at the clarifiers, so maybe we can get some additional information. I've pulled them already. We got 3 cards from the tarot deck: the 2 of Swords, the 5 of Cups, and the 6 of Cups, which is the soulmate card, past life relationships. Yeah, and this is clearly about giving and receiving, right? The divine masculine offering this beautiful cup with flowers. Again, we have the white flowers here to the girl. That's really beautiful. So this is where your focus is. And for some of you, there might be a decision to take, right? This lady has also a kind of a white, maybe a little bit, it's a white dress, right? The purity. And she is going inwards. She is a blindfold and she's going inwards. So she's not looking on the outside, but only focusing on the inside, because there is an important decision for her to make, right? She doesn't want to be distracted at all. She wants to connect to her intuition, see with the moon here, and to her feelings with all the water. Yeah, that's where the way that she is taking her decision is by going inwards. And it could be that part of you is still focusing on something, crying over spilled milk, on 3 cups that are spilled over, and not seeing the 2 cups behind your back but those cups are totally there, right? So this might be, maybe this might be not clear for some of you that this is the case, and you might like finish some issue in your life, or get clear around it. Also decide to think different thoughts about it, right? My thoughts are like powerful magnets. So if you keep focusing on those 3 cups that are spilled over, then you cannot attract this beautiful relationship here, right? And this balance from give and take, because this is clearly not balanced, right? He's only focusing on that side, turning his back totally on this side. So yeah, maybe there's some grief that you are still holding. And when we are like holding on to such things as grief, also anger and other things, but here I see this as grief, then we cannot be open to all the good things that are already there for you, right? Those things are already there for us. We just have to open up and to allow for those things to come to us. You see, it's only our attitude and what we choose, whether we can experience those things or not. It's up to you, right? So yeah. So this is the way, right? To go down the path where you shine your light on all the shadows and are ready to receive what the universe wants to show you, whether it is whatever it is, right? You want to just see our truth, be in our truth, and release the stuff that is no longer serving us. So I can clearly see that you are on this path. Some obstacles might be there at the moment. You might not have made that decision, but deep down I can see that you will go there if you haven't already. Good. Let's move on to the Divine Masculine. So here we got this card. And it says, worrying about illness can create more illness. And on the back side, we have, when you give your attention to something, your potential for attracting it is increased. The more vivid the details, the more likely you are to attract it into your experience. And so any negative emotion you feel while observing something is your indication that you are negatively attracting. So it doesn't matter whether we give positive or negative attention. It becomes then our point of attraction, right? And sometimes we can't help. So worrying about illness for the Divine Masculine here might be clearly something that he can't help, right? This takes a lot of mastery to come out of those deep fears. It's kind of I'm getting the picture of a hospital here. I don't know why. He's in this bed with this window, and there are no personal objects whatsoever. So it could be at home, of course, but could be also in a hospital, and worrying about some kind of illness. Maybe also it might be that the Divine Masculine is worrying about the illness of someone else, right? This might also be the case. So, but worry is fear, in fact. And fear is a low energy, and we cannot heal from fear when we are in a state of fear, right? That's very counterproductive. So we have to jump to something like courage, to something like determination, to something like being passionate about our healing and taking steps. We also might like deepen our relationship with the divine. So I see that the divine masculine is has deeper insight into all of this by experiencing this contrast, right? By experiencing this illness, whether it is his illness, or he's only worrying about illness, or worrying about someone else's illness, maybe parents that are ill. So it's clearly showing with the stars here. So the window is not totally closed, but there is a little gap where he is connecting, because his eyes also go outward in that direction of the sky, the night sky, and while he is like thinking, maybe also overthinking, but he is making up his mind about some things, and the universe and divine is giving him insight into the truth of things. So contrast is not always a bad thing. Contrast is sometimes also helping us to get clear, right? When you see this decision here that the lady has to make, the divine feminine, then the divine masculine also has to make a kind of a decision, right? Whether going on worrying or not, right? We always have the two options. That's when we want to align with the solution. The solution is always, we're always in alignment with the divine and our soul truth when we are focusing on the solution. Even if we don't know what the solution is, but we are not like focusing on the problem, which is illness in this case, but we are just focusing on the solution, because every problem comes with a solution at the same time. It's just like two sides of the same coin, and we can choose where do we want to put our focus, right? Good. I also find it fascinating that we are talking about divine feminine, divine masculine energies, and we see a feminine figure here, and this could be feminine but looks more masculine with the short hair. So it's a nice couple, right? And also the colors match. Like with the blue, it's as if she's illuminating the sky for him, right? You're like holding that torch, that light, and you're illuminating that sky. Both of you are walking through some kind of darkness right now, and both of you are just guided by the stars, some kind of, yeah, you could see the flower as a star, but also as if the divine feminine is illuminating the sky for the divine masculine to see things more clearly, right? This curtain here, it's as if she's lifting, or the divine is lifting the veil. And you know that the veil is very thin at this time of the year. So this is the opportunity for the divine masculine, and he is taking that opportunity to see a little bit clearer, to see his path is illumined for him, right? Yeah, and then the light from the outside is also shining on this bed where he is lying. I see it as a kind of a bed. Is white, right? So he is like, it's as if the divine feminine and the divine is like unfolding this blanket, this pure blanket, to keep the divine masculine warm. to embrace him with that warmth, with that purity, with that light, to support the healing, right? Yeah. Good. Let's see what the clarifiers tell us. 2 cards came out. The 9 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. Yeah. So the 9 of Wands, this is telling me that, of course, when you're focusing on a problem, this means that you're resisting, right? It's talking about resistance and defensiveness. You have the divine masculine has his guard up and is resisting. So this also means that he is like not allowing himself to be in alignment with his divine truth, with his divine self. He is not allowing all the good that is waiting for him to come into his experience. He has some false belief systems going on around who he is, what he deserves. So a lot of resistance, and you see him wounded also, and this matches perfectly with the illness. So the illness is maybe not an actual illness, could be, it doesn't have to be, could be just indicating the wounds when that the hurt that you feel when you are not in alignment, right? When you are believing in your unworthiness, when you are believing in your limitation, that you are not lovable, or whatever it is, right? That the divine masculine is focusing on, that weakens him and that limits him, and that. But he is doing this to himself with his thoughts and his belief systems that he has created, of course, over the course of his life and over many lifetimes sometimes. And sometimes it's also collective belief systems around how should a male be, what should a male achieve. And we are also here to break down those old ways of thinking, because every human being is unique, and we all have like a divine blueprint, and this is where we where we thrive, right? And when we pinch ourselves off from that, then this means that we are limiting ourselves. We're not in this place of joy and celebration, right? And vitality, because this is talking about vitality and joy. And that's where divine masculine wants to be, actually. But for the moment, there is a path that he needs to take, or a decision that he needs to make. There are some things that he has to get clear in his mind and in his feelings. Yeah. So there's a lot going on, but as I see it, this has also to do with this time of the year where a lot of things are coming up to the surface, and all the celebrations are done, right? We have Christmas is over, New Year's Eve is over. We've had the celebrations for some the I don't know what it is called in English, when the 3 kings arrive to give their presents to the newborn Christ.